Hi, welcome back to Agricultural Weekly. I'm Anne-Marie Regis, and here today I have Brad Wishon. Brad is a foreman on his family's Christmas tree farm, a farm that employs H2A employees. Brad, tell me a little bit about your Christmas tree industry and how important the H2A program is to your industry.
Yes, Anne-Marie, it's very nice to be here this afternoon. And yes, my name is Brad Wishon. I actually recently graduated from NC State with an agriculture business degree. After graduation, I went back into the family business. We grow Christmas trees in rural northwestern North Carolina. We have around 500 to 600 acres of Christmas trees. That equates to around 700,000. We also grow pumpkins and gourds on our family farm. And H2A workers are an essential part of our business, and we could not do what we do without them.
Tell me about the benefits of employing H2A workers.
So just a little bit about how we utilize H2A workers. From about December to March, or to the beginning of March, they're actually usually back in their home country. And in March, we bring them in, and from then they start helping with every aspect of the business. At this point in time, we have around 20 to 25 working for us. So they'll immediately start planting the Christmas trees, and then that'll go into fertilization, pesticide control. Then by mid to late summer, that's when they start shearing or shaping the Christmas trees.
Mm-hmm.
And then once pumpkin harvest rolls around, we'll bring in another 50 or so H2A workers. And then
in addition to the 25?
Yes, that is correct. So they'll bring 75 or so working for us. And then when Christmas tree harvest rolls around 1st of November, we'll bring in probably another 50 more.
Wow.
And most of these H2A workers are actually migrant workers who work in different crops before coming to North Carolina. Like most of the time, these guys were picking apples in Pennsylvania. So.
Wow, so at your busiest time, how many H2A workers do you employ?
125, 150, just, depending.
Tell me about the expenses for this.
Well, the first of all, obviously, is their wage rate. So it is based upon the adverse effective wage rate, and that is determined based upon your location. So for Sparta, North Carolina, for these guys, we pay them $11.27 an hour, which is significantly higher than not only the minimum wage, but also the $10 minimum wage advocated by a lot of companies. And in addition to this, we also have to pay for pretty much all of their expenses, including housing, transportation, and miscellaneous items as well. For instance, pots and pans, dishes, things of that nature.
Tell me about the paperwork and the amount of effort it takes to get all of these employees to Sparta, North Carolina.
Yes. Well, first of all, it is very expensive to bring each one in. And additionally, the paperwork and just the political backlog you have to go through in order to get these guys in is definitely significant. And it's cumbersome and just not a very efficient process.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds very expensive, it sounds very hard, very cumbersome, you said, so it's expensive, it's hard to get them in, But tell me about, what is your overall opinion, though, of the H2A program? And would your company be where it is today without this program?
Absolutely not. The biggest benefit of the program and the reason it is so important to us is it is a reliable means of labor. Being from a small town, when you have to bring in a couple hundred guys for one part of the year, especially when other growers are doing the same thing, it can be hard to be able to find enough labor to harvest your crops. So the H-2A program provides that reliable source of labor. That being said, it's very expensive, and I'm not really specifically talking about the wages. I'm more talking about the other expenses that are involved, be it, actually getting them in here into the United States, or all of the other things that come along with it, transportation, housing, things of that nature. Because finding housing for 150 guys during this period of time is challenging. It really is. So I believe at this point it is completely necessary, and it is a great thing. But in order for it to be viable in the future, I believe our government and our congressmen need to figure out a way to make it better and more viable for the farmer.
And more affordable.
And more affordable, definitely. Yes.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Thank you so much for speaking with me today.
It was very nice meeting you.
Very nice to meet you.